Hi everyone, I'm Boris Toucas, the new head of Culture, Science and Education at the Embassy of France in Australia. I'd like to first thank the FACI for organizing this wonderful event and share with you a few thoughts about our work to promote French culture in Australia. Let's first acknowledge that Australia, because of its geography, because of its richness and diversity, is a very complex challenge when it comes to developing a unified vision of our activities. Canberra is a bustling and vibrant city, yet it is not the biggest city in Australia. The bigger urban centers are scattered around the country, hundreds of kilometers apart from each other. Finally, each and every region is very proud of its own culture and its own identity, and very legitimately so. In this context, the first challenge for us is to propose a coherent vision at the national level in the country the size of a continent. Because of the logistical and financial constraints that we face, maintaining a dense network of personal relationship in each and every city and pledging everybody the same exhibitions and the same performances is not an objective that is attainable. Firstly, this would require a very important budget that we don't have anymore, I must tell you. Secondly, some logistical hurdles would remain anyway because of the nature of the country. When I visited the wonderful Queensland Performing Arts Centres in Brisbane, Kupak, just a while ago, they convincingly explained to me that if you want to have a company come to Australia and then the ballet, for example, that would tour around the country, that would take several months, and therefore it's not attainable to have it tour all of the big cities in Australia. This is why we need to be more agile. In order to solve all these challenges, we are currently reshuffling our approach to the promotion of French culture in Australia to help our local partners organize themselves. First, let me reassess that the Alliance Française in Australia are and will remain at the core of our bilateral cooperation with Australia, be it in the field of culture and even beyond. Most of them are very old and also very much identifiable in their local environment. We are currently adjusting our approach from a very centralized system where the embassy would propose projects and then assign them to some of the alliances. I'd like to take more specifically the Alliance Française French Film Festival as an example. Over the past decade, the festival has become a tremendous success with now about 200,000 participants on a regular year. And this success is, of course, due to the great level of cooperation between the alliances, the embassy, our private partners, and also, of course, the sponsors. Karine Maurice, our cultural attaché at the French embassy, is of course the director of the festival, yet the festival itself is designed by and owned by the alliances. And I think that's one of the reasons why the festival is thriving. It succeeds in enhancing a taste of France in Australia while bringing all Australians together, no matter in which state they live, and also while providing great visibility to its financial backers. If we think beyond the festival, our approach is not anymore to impose, but rather to propose innovative products, connect the dots, and then funnel a feeling of cohesiveness that will help French culture thrive in Australia. In this fast-changing world, we give the impulse so that partners and friends can seize the momentum and amplify it. As a matter of example, we are now designing new hybrid products and events that are a mix of culture and science and even entertainment all at once, a concept that we first explored with the Night of Ideas in Sydney and Byron Bay last year, and that we are looking forward to expanding over the next year or so. Finally, while in the short run the COVID-19 pandemic of course creates difficulties, in the long run, I'm not convinced that its effects are inherently negative. I think we should adapt to the situation and try to take advantage of it with a focus on agility and flexibility. For example, if you can do events with a large physical attendance, then you can still organize small clusters of people in several cities and connect them through an online event, so you can bring them together and so more people can enjoy it. What you get in turn is a broader audience, an audience that's more anchored in local realities, and of course a wider geographical reach thanks to the fact that your event is happening online. I think we have a choice between resisting change with limited resources and embracing the future. In the past 9 months, for sure, our habits and certitudes have collapsed, yet the world is still up and running. Let's improve our distributed network, let's enhance and help our partners, and let's think creatively about new ways to promote French culture. Finally, let's make this crisis an opportunity to help connect Australians to one another, and that's how we are going to be successful together. Thank you.